it's me, Trish, Children's Program Coordinator with the Stratford Public Library. I sure am happy that you're joining us for another virtual story time. I was just folding laundry, but I'm going to have so much more fun singing and reading together with you. Let's get together and we'll clap our hands like this. I'm in the mood for clapping. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for clapping. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for clapping, clapping along with you. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that today. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that. I'm in the mood for tapping my knees. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for tapping my knees. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for tapping my knees, tapping along with you. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that today. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that. I'm in the mood for marching. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for marching. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for marching, marching along with you. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that today. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that. Well, I am in the mood for having fun with you, not so much in the mood for doing laundry. But these things have to be done sometimes. I was folding towels, and I was folding my pajamas, and a hat. This is not my hat. This is my Cousin Peter's hat. Cousin Peter came to visit last evening and accidentally forgot his hat. Let me tell you about his visit. Last evening, Cousin Peter came. Last evening, Cousin Peter came. Last evening, Cousin Peter came to say that he was here. He took his hat off, hung it up. He took his hat off, hung it up. He took his hat off, hung it up to say that he was here. And then he came in the house, and it had been raining outside, so he had a coat on, and it was too hot in the house. So he took his coat off arm by arm. He took his coat off arm by arm. He took his coat off arm by arm to say that he was here. And he had rubber boots on. They were very muddy. So do you know what he did? He kicked them off. Would you like to kick your boots off with me? Kicked his boots off one by one. He kicked his boots off one by one. He kicked his boots off one by one to say that he was here. And then he was in his stocking feet. Do you know what he did? He ran around his stocking feet. He ran around his stocking feet. He ran around his stocking feet to say that he was here. And then he danced around on tippy toes. He danced around on tippy toes. He danced around on tippy toes to say that he was here. Then he waved his hand and he said goodbye. Waved his hand, said goodbye. Waved his hand, said goodbye to say that he was here. I'll have to get his hat back to him. Oh, there's a very mysterious box in my laundry basket. Shall we take a look?
Look what I found on the very top stair. Look what I found up there. It looks like a box and it's filled with socks. Look what I found up there. How many pairs do you think we'll find? How many pairs inside? We'll look through the box and we'll match all the socks. How many pairs inside? I found a sock right off the start, gray with bright pink hearts. We'll look through the batch till we find a match that's gray with bright pink hearts. I found a sock, believe it or not, with little white polka dots. We'll look through the batch till we find a match that has little white polka dots. I found a sock that was almost lost, fuzzy wuzzy warm inside. We'll look through the batch till we find a match that's fuzzy wuzzy warm inside. I found a sock of a different type with pink, white, and blue stripes. We'll look through the batch till we find a match that has pink and white and blue stripes. I found a sock that makes me sigh, orange with a sparkly butterfly. We'll look through the batch till we find a match. That's orange with a sparkly butterfly. I found a sock I'm glad I've got, with colorful swirly spots. We'll look through the batch till we find a match. That's colorful with swirly spots. At last we came to the bottom of the box, to the bottom of the box of socks. Look at all the pairs that we found in there, in the bottom of the box of socks.
Thanks, friends, for helping me to sort the socks that were in this box. It is fun to sort things by shape and color and size and pattern, and you can do it at your house too. Offer to help the big person that lives at your house when they're doing laundry, and you can sort the laundry. That would be a lot of help and a lot of fun. We're going to read a story now about someone who hasn't finished all the laundry and there's only one clean shirt left. Let's listen to the story together. Today's story is No Clean Clothes, written by Robert Munsch, illustrated by Martchenko, and it's published by Scholastic Canada Ltd. This story is about a little girl named Lacey, and she can't find any clean clothes to wear. Her mom has an idea that she should wear a shirt that was given to her by her grandmother, but Lacey's not so sure. Let's find out how this shirt has superpowers. Let's see. Lacey opened the top drawer of her dresser. There were no clean clothes. Lacey opened the middle drawer of her dresser, and there were no clean clothes. Lacey opened the bottom drawer of her dresser. No clean clothes. Lacey looked all around her bedroom. There were no clean clothes. She ran downstairs and yelled, "Mom, Mom, Mom! Why didn't you wash my clothes?" "Lacey," said her mother, "I would wash your clothes if I could find your clothes. You hide them under your bed. You lend them to your friends. You leave them in the backyard. And sometimes I think you feed your underwear to the dog." "Mom," said Lacey, "don't be silly. All I need is one shirt. Can't you find me just one clean shirt?" "Well," said her mom, "there is that nice shirt that Grandma gave you for your birthday. You have never worn it." "That shirt is a strange Grandma present," said Lacey. "When I was 3, Grandma gave me a shirt that said Snoogie Woogums, and everyone laughed at me. When I was 4, Grandma gave me a shirt that said Cutie Patootie, and everyone laughed at me. When I was 5, Grandma gave me a shirt that said Cuddly Wunkums, and everyone laughed at me. And now I am 6. Grandma gives me a shirt that says, Kiss me, I'm perfect. I am not wearing that shirt to school. Only a grandma would choose a shirt like that." "Now, Lacey," said her mom, "just wear it for the morning. I will wash a shirt and bring it to school at recess." "You will wash it right away?" said Lacey. "Yes," said her mom. "You will not talk on the phone?" "No," said her mom. "You will not wash the dishes?" "No," said her mom. "You will not go shopping on the way?" "No," said her mom. "You will not go to work and chop down a tree?" "No," said her mom. "Okay," said Lacey. "I will be on the steps of the school at recess." Lacey put on the strange grandma shirt and walked down the road. A kitty cat looked up at her, read her shirt, and gave her a kitty cat kiss on her ear. Lick, lick, lick. Neat, said Lacey. I got a kitty cat kiss. Maybe I'm going to like this shirt. She walked farther down the street and met a dog. The dog read Lacey's shirt, jumped up and gave her a doggy kiss on the ear. Flick, flick, flick. Wow, said Lacey. I got a kitty cat kiss. I got a doggy kiss. This is a wonderful shirt. Lacey walked farther down the street. An eagle flew in circles around her and landed on her head. It leaned down, read her shirt, and gave her an eagle kiss on the nose. Dink, dink, dink. Lacey yelled, "An eagle kiss! An eagle kiss! I got an eagle kiss! I love my grandma. I love this shirt." Lacey walked farther down the street and met a moose. The moose looked at Lacey, read her shirt, and gave her a large, wet moose kiss right up the front of her face and over the top of her head. Splurk! Fantastic, said Lacey. I am the first person ever to be kissed by a moose. When Lacey got to school, she ran inside and yelled, "Teacher, teacher, look! I got a kitty cat kiss. I got a doggy kiss. I got an eagle kiss. I got a moose kiss. All because of my wonderful grandma shirt." Neat, said the teacher, but maybe you should go and wash. Your hair is full of green moose slime. Yuck, said Lacey. Very gross. When Lacey came back to her desk, a boy named Johnny sat down beside her. He read her shirt and he gave her a kiss. "Ah!" yelled Lacey. "Boy kiss! Ah!" She ran back into the bathroom and washed her face until recess. Then she went back outside and got really lucky because she was kissed by a bear. When Lacey got home after school, her mother said, "I didn't see you at school. Did Grandma's shirt turn out to be okay?" "I love it," said Lacey, "and I called Grandma from the principal's office. She's going to send everyone at school a strange grandma shirt." Look at all those wonderful animals giving kisses. I wonder what kind of animal would be your favorite to give you a kiss. That's an interesting thought, isn't it? I hear a sound. Tick, tock. Do you hear it? Tick, tock. Goodbye now, goodbye now. The clock says we're done. We'll see you next Monday. Goodbye, everyone. Story time is over today, over today, over today. Story time is over today. We'll see you next Monday. Goodbye, everyone. Do take good care. We'll see you soon.